Welcome back to episode 24, the Kobe episode. Even though I'm not talking about Kobe, but it's 24, so we going with the GOAT. Welcome back to Don't Start Yo Shit with the king of the HIM, with the notorious HIM, with the content, with that boy. Welcome back, man. Episode 24. Uh, everybody knows twofold is synonymous with the Bing, the bomb, but rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Put on some of the greatest performances in sports history. But this episode, this episode isn't about great performances. It's actually about the opposite. This episode is about the bad performances or the performances that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Uh this episode, I'm gonna get a little personal with y'all. I got my demon glasses on because I'm about to be on some demon shit. This episode is also sponsored by F Them Kids. Um, but we're gonna talk about performance anxiety in the bedroom. I wanted to talk about this because I recently had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she was explaining to me how one of her past partners had trouble in the bedroom performing, and that conversation brought me back to I can I put it up there? It's probably my number one regretful moment in life, not because of who I was with or the act itself, but more particularly my performance. Is if it's not number one, it's definitely in the top five, definitely top three. It may be number one because it still eats at me to this day. It still bothers me to this day, and I wanna get into it with y'all. There's a lot of men out there, because this is more so of a man thing, not necessarily a woman thing, even though it can apply to women too, but more so of a man thing. Men sometimes can struggle with performance anxiety when it comes to the bedroom, and it could be for different reasons. It could be it could just be because they just not their body just won't their body isn't just up for the task, for whatever medical reason, or in my case, you just come across that your kryptonite. You come across that one person that no matter how confident of a man you are, no matter how good you've been with other people, you come across the one person that that throws you off your game. Um and you're not you end up not being yourself in that particular intimate moment with this person because they do something to you. Before I get into my own personal experience, I want to talk about performance anxiety as in a general sense. It's like with men, what women need to understand is we have a lot to worry about when it comes to performing in the bedroom. For one, we have to worry about, oh, is she gonna think it's big enough? Oh, am I gonna last long enough? Um, can I give good oral? Like stuff like we have to think about so many things. Like how many positions can I put you in? One thing women underestimate is, especially, and I think this is also was an issue for me with my particular moment. It's like if you're just hooking up with somebody new for the first time or the first couple times, you don't know you don't know what they like. You don't know what their kinks are. You don't know where their spots are. You don't get me wrong. You got some men out there who don't need no roadmap, no nothing. They can just get in the bedroom and do that thing, and that's great if you can do that. But some men, like, even if you have a bad performance right away the first time, first two times, that doesn't mean that you won't get better at it or get better with that person. It sometimes with a specific person, it takes multiple times before you can figure it out. Even before that situation, I had a situation before that where I failed the first couple of times. But that third time, it clicked. And then every time after that, it was the chemistry had built up. Now I know. Now I know what you like. I know what's off limits, what's not off limits. I'm comfortable with you. And that's kind of women are so quick to they only give men one chance. And if they don't get it right the first time, they give like Carfax, they get a bad defects, and then you don't give them another chance, and then you go run to the streets, you tell all your friends, he can't perform in the bureau and stuff like that. And sometimes all a guy needs is another chance or multiple chances. Like you got to understand, like we have a lot that goes on in our head. We have a lot that goes on in general to try to perform for you ladies. It's hard. It's much harder for a man, and then especially in this area, this is not. It's harder for us to get and stay hard than it is for y'all to get moist and stay wet. That's just what it is, honestly. That like it takes blood flow. It takes a lot going. It takes a lot for us. Okay, it is hard to explain because you're not men. You don't get it. But we're already battling a battle even before we get to that moment. But um, I performance anxiety in the bedroom, fellas. If you have failed, like for one, you're not gonna get it right every time. Even if just think about your best sexual partner. You're not gonna have great sex with that person every single time. They're going to have a bad performance somewhere along the way. It happens. And with women, bad performances for women is when they're just being lazy, pillow princesses. They're not giving much effort. There's no energy. They're not talking. They're not making a lot of noise. They're not engaged. That's what a bad performance is for women. That's where performance anxiety come in for women. But just think about that. All women have to do is give effort, and they'll be all right. If you give no effort, that's where you get the bad review from men. Like, oh my god, man, she trash. That's not because like 9 times 10, it felt good, but you gave no effort, so it wasn't as good as it could have been. But for us, it's a completely different story. Like, okay, so for me, and through this process, I realized I'm an intimate person. Like, and I don't like I said, I mentioned this in previous. I don't like having casual hookups. I like hooking up with people that I have a connection with, a chemistry with, and also that I could possibly see myself with. Anybody that I've hooked up with, I could have seen myself with them long term. I've said this before, but I want to put this particular situation that I'm about to go into perspective, right? So think about everything that I just said. So so because I have a lot of respect for this person and I care for this person, I care about this whole situation. The reason why I'm talking about it, I'm going to protect the identity of this person. I'm not going to say their name. So, but before we even engaged into that, there was a build up to it. Um, there was a curiosity. Me and her had been exchanging some dirty words and stuff like that. We've exchanged dirty uh pictures, videos, whatever the case may be. So the build up and the curiosity was there, and it was there for a while. It was brewing and cooking for a while. There was just never a moment for it to happen, right? And before you do something with somebody, and then as a man, you you got all that confidence in the world. You talking all that noise, girl. If I ever get my hands on you, I'm a up there, girl. You don't play with me. I will. You know what I'm saying? I will tear it down. You know what I'm saying? You know how men are. Like before they get it, they build themselves up. Like, girl, you ain't never had nothing like this before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about them little boys you were messing with in the past, but you gonna get with a real man. You get with me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Something like, something like. See, because me and this person hadn't done anything before, because I don't have a chemistry, a physical chemistry with this person. I don't know what they like. I don't know how dirty I can talk. I don't know what kind of kinks they have. I don't know if they're a thumb in or thumb out. I don't know nothing. So before I even ruined my chance to even have this moment with this person, I kept it light because there's a lot of things. You know how men are. Men, if they want something, they gonna say something. there's a lot of worse things there's a lot of more dirty sexual things that I could have said to this person. But because I didn't know what their limitations was, I didn't know exactly how they like to be talked to. I didn't even want to ruin my chance, take the risk of ruining my chances to get my hands on this person. So I kept it as light and respectable as I possibly could to not ruin it, because women are like that too. You say something egregious, she will be turned off and cut you off immediately. Like you will never get a chance to touch this person. You say the wrong thing. So that's what I didn't want to happen. But I am popping my ish because I feel like at this point, before that moment, I've had my experiences. I've built. I feel like I've built a rapport for myself. Like I know what I'm good at. There's still some things that I hadn't explored yet, but there's things that I'm willing to explore that I wasn't willing to explore before, because now I've gotten into a rhythm. I've had some practice. Like I've done some things. I have a confidence in myself. I know what I can do. I know what my abilities are. Right. So when I'm trying to create this moment with this person, and I'm a person, I don't like to force anything. I believe I believe that type of intimacy should happen organically. If you're gonna hook up with somebody, especially somebody you really really like, it should happen organically. You shouldn't try to force somebody to have that moment with you, guilt tripping them into anything or getting them all liquored up and then taking advantage. I didn't want it to be like that. Like I wanted it to be a natural transition between me and this person if it ever happened, right? I and then what I was doing before that moment was leading up to that, because every guy gets to a point where you meet a person that if you just want that opportunity to be with them, like to hook up with them. Like guys could sleep with 100 women and he can get 99 of it wrong. He can have a bad review from 99 women out of 100. But that one, as long as he has a good review for that from that one, that's all that matters. Forget what y'all 99 talking about. This one right here, this is the one I cared about. And I did what I was supposed to do. And she got good things to say about me. She enjoyed our time together. That's what matters. And that's how I felt. At this moment in time, this was the person that I needed. I needed to get it right with, to get it right for. Um, because for sure, what happens is if you put in a good performance, men should aim to be a woman in a woman's top 5. Obviously, you want to be the best, but one thing I understood about women and how they think, as long as you're in the top 5, that's a good spot to be. And I don't know exactly what her count is. We're just gonna say 20. To use 20 as a count. If she's been with 20 people, I guarantee you 6 through 15, she not really thinking about. And they'll be lucky to ever touch her again. But that top 5, she's going through that top 5. She's reminiscing, especially on rough nights, lonely nights, where you kind of hot and you really just you need that, and you just thinking about the people that you've been with and who's delivered. You're automatically going to your top 5 and you're going through the list. Oh, number 1, what's number 1 doing? Oh, number 1's in a relationship. What's number 2 doing? Oh, number 2 then move across the country. Number 2 is not even available. Okay, what is number 3 doing? Number 3 is gay now, so number 3 is not even a viable option. Number 4, where's number 4? You're just going through the list on those nights, and it's like you're thinking about your top 5 and who was good at what. And when you want to be on that list because if she is hot enough, you want to be one of those names that she could potentially call. Hey, what you doing? I need you to slide through. I need that. You want to be one of the people that she's thinking about on those nights where she's looking to get her fix. You want to be a viable option. And it doesn't even matter if you're not even the first option. Put your ego to the side. If you are 4th on the list and she try to contact 1 through 3 and 1 through 3 is unavailable and she gets to you, take that. 1 through 3 missed out. You next. Do what you're supposed to do. You want to be on that list. So for me, that's 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 why I'm thinking. And then I there's another friend who really put things into perspective for me. Women like to break things guys down in categories. Oh, like this guy was my best eater. This guy's the best D. This guy knows where all my spots is. Like this, like they have different categories for men, and it's like I remember she was like, I don't even want sex. I don't even want D, but I do want some head. And there's people that she could call that are specialists in that. Be like, oh yeah, I know if I hit him up, he'll come over and give me some head and leave, and that's all I really want. And it's like, wow. So the D was mid or even trash, but he gave good oral. So that made you keep him as an option, so you could possibly hit up to come do that. It's like, dang. Like, so yeah, you want to if you're not even in the top five, you at least want to be a specialist at something. So when she needs that specific thing, she's willing to call you for it. Hey, I need that. Come get me that real quick. Boom. Okay. And it got me to thinking like men are kind of the same way. Like men, think about your best eater. Think about this. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I be the same way. Sometimes you don't even have the energy for full on intercourse. Sometimes you just want a little quick hawk tour and go on about your business. And you got to think about well, she's my best eater. She's good. She's alright. She's trash. She needs some work. She's decent. Like you start thinking about who would you want to call when you just want some quick hawk tour. It's the same principle. It's like so women have to bring their best performances too because you want to have a good review for a man. So you can be talked about in a good light too. Every man wants to be. We don't want you to go to your girls with a bad review about us, or even worse, you don't want to be so bad that you're not even talked about, that you don't even count. You know how the girls say, "Oh, well, that didn't even count." You don't even want to be that guy. So I'm just thinking about all these things running in my head. Like I'm trying to prepare myself for the day me and her do the do. Because I felt in my gut that it was gonna happen. I just didn't know when. I didn't know when the opportunity was gonna present itself, or even if it ever was gonna happen. There came a moment where I realized that I thought that it might not happen, but I kept believing in the universe that it would bring us together for this moment, and I was preparing myself for it. Like I knew that when the time come, I was going to be ready. I was mastering my craft. I was honing my skills. I was doing everything that I needed to do to at least give a memorable performance. I at least wanted to be memorable, if nothing else, and hopefully make that top five. So when she's having one of those nights, I'm on the list, right? Hey, you busy? You up? Come through, right? So let's dive into it. Performance anxiety. So I wouldn't, even though I've had some bad performances in the past, I wouldn't say those performances was because of performance anxiety because I don't feel like I was like really nervous in those situations. I think it just came from lack of experience and just not necessarily knowing what to do or how to transition to certain things. But it was never because I was just nervous. But the day finally came, y'all. So let me set it up for you. So I'm at work, right? I'm in smack dab in the middle of work, right? Not finished. I get a call from her, and she's telling me about how she she's in the mood, right? But she's not asking me just yet. She's not bringing it up for me just yet. But she's just like, I'm in the mood. I'm on, driving, da 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 da. And then she hit me with that, you know, can you? can you take care of this for me? I'm trying to keep this. I'm on YouTube, but I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but I'm trying to keep this respectful. So she's just basically like, she's extending the olive branch. She's tag me in, coach. It's my time. You're up. Basically, it's like, is you ready for this? Is you ready for this moment? And for me, I'm in the middle of work, y'all. But it's one of those situations where you don't know if you're gonna get this moment again. You don't know if you're gonna get this opportunity again. This is what you've been waiting for your whole entire life. You've been waiting for this call. You've been in the minor leagues. You've been waiting to get called up to the major leagues, and you finally get the call. So I had to make a decision in that moment. Like, do I say no and take my chances of possibly uh getting this opportunity another time, or maybe not at all? Do I let this moment pass me by, or do I take it right now? Do I take it right now, stamp my name in the aisles of history? Because this was an important day in American history, not just my history, in American history. So I made a decision right then and there. I wasn't gonna let this opportunity pass me by because I didn't know if it was gonna come again. Life is about opportunities and chances, and sometimes you only get one. Once you miss your moment, that's it. And I wasn't gonna miss it. So I said, yeah, I'm ready. We can do this. We can do this. Meet me at my crib, right? So I've always had a fantasy, like a work fantasy about I'm at work and then I get a like I have to go to a house and and I have to provide a service, and she tells me, oh, I don't have any money, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this, maybe we and you can work something out. And I'm in my work uniform and she's in some sexy, or she's got out the shower, shit like that. And it's like, yeah, we could work something out. Then she started taking my work clothes off and da 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 da, the whole little skit, right? But I always had that fantasy, but it with me with that fantasy, it would have to been early in my shift before I got really dirty and nasty. But this was like almost lunchtime, so I was already dirty and nasty, and we wasn't about to do that. So what I did was I left the job. Didn't tell anybody. Didn't tell my supervisor. Didn't tell my other coworkers. Didn't say nothing. Didn't say shit. I just I got in the work truck. I went home to take a shower because I had a little time. I think I had about like 30 minutes. So I race home, right? No notification to the job whatsoever. The job don't even know this. I guess they'll know it now, but fuck it. This was years ago. I don't care. Go crazy. I get home and I hop in the shower. And dude, when I tell y'all I'm ecstatic, I'm excited. Like I'm like a kid in the fucking I'm singing. I'm making up songs in the shower, just singing. I'm a teenager. I'm a teenager. I'm a teenager. Yeah. All up in that thing. Yeah. I'm just being childish because I'm happy. Like the moment is here. Do you understand, people? Like I'm about to win an Oscar with the performance I'm about to put on. Like she about to go home bow-legged right now. You know what I'm saying? She about to need crutches. She about to need a wheelchair. She not even gonna matter of fact, she not even gonna be able to leave. Like I'm gonna have to go finish the shift and come back and carry her to her car to get her home because her legs ain't gonna work. That's what I'm thinking. This is where thinking, you're not supposed to think when it comes to this type of thing, but it's a part of my process at this moment. So I hop out the shower, right, and I'm putting on clothes because I don't want to be naked when she gets here. So I'm just putting on some light, some slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting on this smell good lotion. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure I'm not ashy. You know what I'm saying? I'm at this moment I'm a whole female. I'm putting everything on to smell and look decent, right? She called me. She said, "Oh, I'm pulling up." All right, cool. Bet. So I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to I'm hyping myself. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, all right, your time has come. You used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. She's here for you. Do what you got to do. This is game 7. We need this championship. Your legacy's on the line. Your ancestors are going to talk about this day in heaven because they're dead. But your descendants are going to learn about this in school. This is an important day in Afro-Negro history. Right? You got this. Go do what you do, baby. It's game time. Let's do it. Right? I'm giving myself a pep talk. So she pull up and I hear the car door slam shut. I look out the window like a kid. I'm like, oh my God, she's here, she's here, she's here. Right? So this is where the downfall started to happen. When I knew she was here, when I seen her get out the car, my heart instantly started racing. Like I started to get a little heated. Like I started to my heart was just irregular. It started to beat funny. My palms are getting a little sweaty. I'm starting to get a little short of breath too. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I was having an anxiety attack or a panic attack, whatever the case may be, but something wasn't right with me. And it started the moment I saw her get out the car. And so I had a few seconds before she came up the steps. So I went back to my room to kind of take a couple deep breaths, calm my nerves, calm my body, get myself back and get myself back right because this is no time. This is no time to be nervous. But she made me that way, and this is part of that process. I'm thinking I'm like, because remember I'm trying to beat the clock too because I'm not supposed to be home. I'm supposed to be at work. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about like my supervisor calling me, the job calling me, whatever the case. I'm thinking about the fact that I really left work, no notification to do this. So I'm thinking about, okay, how much time do I have? How many positions can I put in within that time? Um, should I just cancel this right now and rush back to work because I didn't say anything? Like so many things run through my head while trying to remember how much I actually like this person. I think that makes that that makes a difference to it. Because if you don't care, if you hooking up with somebody and you don't care about them, you can have a bad performance and not think about it. But this was the most important moment of my life at this moment in time, besides the birth of my child. It was the birth of my child. This was number 2. That's how serious this was. That's why I took it. That's why I take it so personally. I took it personally then. I still take it personally now. That's why I still don't speak to this day. So she walks. No, okay. So the door was locked, right? So I had to open the door. So I opened the door, y'all. Check this out. You know how in the movies, in a scene, when a guy sees the girl that he really likes, and everything slows down, and then there's this glow, there's this light, and she's just in slow motion. Like I opened the door, everything was slowed down. She had that glow, and then all I could think in my head was the song popping out of nowhere. If this were no wrong song. Wait, hold on. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back these feelings for so long. And if you feel how I feel, baby, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Let's get it on. Oh, baby. Let's get it on. That was the song that was playing in my head when I opened that door and saw her, right? She walks in. She she brushes by me. And you know when she smells so good. You know when a woman smells good, it's like an aphrodisiac. It just does something to you. It's like that pheromone. Like I didn't know whether it was like lotion or she had perfume on or this was just her natural body scent. I didn't know what it was. All I know is she smelled delectable, right? So we exchange a few words, but it ain't too much talking because we ain't got a lot of time. She goes to the bedroom. I close the door, and I'm just like, so I come to the room I come to the room and I'm going through an array of emotions. She can't, I'm not showing it. She can't see it, but I'm feeling so many things on the inside that I can't even explain to you guys. It's a fit. You have to have felt it yourself. Um, but she comes in and we are this is where I realize I'm really an intimate person. I like foreplay. I'm like a car. I like to get my engine started before I put it in drive and put my foot on the gas. But we didn't have time for that. So when she came in and she got to the room, she and I'm also I like to take the clothes off. You know what I'm saying? I like to take the clothes off, but I don't. I couldn't. I wasn't my take control self. I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't be aggressive. Like I didn't. And it goes back to this being our first time. I don't know. I don't know if she likes to be grabbed, choked, dominated. Like, yeah, we talked about, we had a little, so you kind of have an idea, but you don't really know because most of the time when you talk about what you like is with somebody you're already comfortable with. We're strangers to this with each other right now. So I don't know if you'd be comfortable with me doing something that you've done with somebody else multiple times. So she got undressed herself. And when she took her clothes off, Picasso couldn't have painted a better picture. Oh my God. Remember the scene on Soul Plane when they shooting the music video and she take a roll ball and she do a 360 and she's like, "Is this good?" And they look at each other. It was like, "Yes, sir." That's what was running through my mind when she did that. When she took her clothes off, I was like, "Yes, sir. That'll do. That will work." Masterpiece. Just absolutely freaking masterpiece. Oh my God. Um, but and then like, I want to make this very clear. I want to emphasize this. What happened to me was not because I was not attracted to her. Couldn't be further. I am absolutely attracted to her. 100%. Like perfection. Like this is if I you couldn't have drawn it up better, right? The creation that is her, you couldn't have drawn it up better. It was perfect. But my body's not reacting that way. My mind is trying to tell my body what to do, but my body doesn't. It's not. They're not on the same page. So she's naked, and I'm struggling. So I'm actually embarrassed to even want to take my clothes off because like I'm struggling with my body. I'm struggling with my yeah. But I'm like, I don't have a lot of time. I gotta get this. We gotta get this show on the road. Like I gotta figure this out. So I ended up taking my clothes off, but I leave my drawers on because I'm still not ready. I'm trying to at least get to a semi. I can't even get to a semi, and I'm like, dude, it's like. I'm like, wake up! It's time to go. Look. 10, 5 seconds left on the clock. Now the ball is in your hands. Like, come on, what are you like? Wake up, man! It's time to go to work. It's time to clock in. It's time to salute the president. Okay, it's time to shimber me timber. Come on, get you like wake up, like I'm thinking about. I'm just overthinking. I'm really having an anxiety attack. Um, all kind of things is happening, and she's wondering what's going on. She sees me struggling. And going back to the conversation I had with a friend that brought me to this topic, it's like my friend was like, "Well, I tried to help him." I'm like, how did you try to help? Like, women, when you see a man struggling to get in his rhythm, do you help? What does your help look like? What is helping a man? Because I felt like in that moment I needed some help, but I didn't know how to ask for it because I was embarrassed. I'm like, because I should be ready to go. I should need to ask for help, that's why I put so much of that. I put so much of that on myself. I put so much of that pressure on myself, and I'm so disappointed because like I shouldn't be. I shouldn't need her help. Like, because she is enough. So why is my body not doing what it's supposed to do? But I felt like I needed a little help. So, but because I was struggling to get my soldier to salute, I just decided, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go down on her, right? And I don't want to get like too graphic into the details, but we're grown here. I decided to go down on her, and at that point I mastered that. I knew how to, and I was like, well, dang, let me at least let her at least get some kind of enjoyment from this, right? So I go down, and I'm down now. I'm putting in work. I'm down there for at least like 5 minutes, and I can't be down there too long because, like I said, I need to get back to work. And I'm I'm one of those people, like I don't think sex has to be that long. I believe if you can put in a good 15 to 20 minutes, that's good enough. And that's just intercourse itself. If you throw in another 15 20 minutes worth of head, good 30 to 40 minutes is a good session. But this couldn't be one of those long sessions. And this is not the ideal session for us. Like, when I picture us doing it for the first time, it was in a controlled environment. We had time, the mood was set, everything was. This was kind of rushed. So I'm down there. I feel like she's enjoying it, and I know it's kind of hard to decipher when women are faking something, but I feel like I've learned enough that you certain things you can't fake, and I feel like based on the reaction from her body language, she was enjoying me being down there. So that gave me satisfaction, because now in my head I'm thinking about, oh, well, maybe I'm gonna make the list because I'm a eater. You know what I'm saying? I could be in the top 5 of that. So if she ever needs that, she'll call me for that. Hey, I need that tongue again. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. But I can't stay down there forever. So I stop, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta perform, but I'm still not. I'm not. I'm not ready. Like, goddamn, where's a blue chew when you need it? But so now she's concerned, and she's asking me, am I okay? Is anything wrong? I'm like, I don't know. So I kind of took initiative. I know that kissing is like, I'm an intimacy person, and I know that kissing can get me going. I didn't know if that was okay with her, but at that moment in time, I felt like I didn't feel the need to ask. I just needed to do it because I felt like that's what I needed at the moment. So we started kissing, and gosh, she's a phenomenal kisser. But we started kissing, and now my body's starting to react a little bit. Now I'm at least semi. Now I'm halfway there. I'm Because for me, I realized that I need to feel like you want me. I don't I realize I don't want to feel like a casual hookup. I don't want to feel like a booty call. I don't want to feel like a hit it and quit it. I know that sounds very womany, but it's like I'm the type of dude that, like, I need to feel like you want this from me specifically. I need to feel like you want me in this moment. So when we were kissing, my body started to feel like, okay, you want me, because, like, I felt it in the kiss. Like, you were kissing me like you wanted. So now my body's reacting. So now I feel I'm up enough to engage in horizontal activities. So we engage in a little bit of horizontal activity, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not staying at the level that I need to stay at. Or I'm not getting to the level that I know I can get to. And so I had to stop for a moment, and it's like, again, she's concerned. It's like, are you, like, what's going on? What's wrong? Are you okay? Like, and you starting to feel the game is slipping away from you. You're starting to feel like the moment is slipping away from you. Like, no, I'm good. I got it. Like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna figure this out. So we started kissing one more time, right? And now, once again, my body is reacting, right? So I'm getting back into it. So we just switched the position. Now we're in a more intimate position of horizontal activity. Now now I got a little bit of rhythm going. Okay. Now I got a little bit of rhythm going. Okay. That's all I needed. I just needed. It's a little cold in here. I warmed up the engine. Now I got it going. And now I feel like I'm starting to catch my stride. I'm singing in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling the rhythm, but it's not. I don't know, something was off. Something was off. And I to this day I can't tell you what it was, but in the middle of rhythm, I don't know whether because I was thinking. And when you're doing that, it's supposed to be it's not supposed to think. It's supposed to be a natural flow of things. But I'm thinking because I'm thinking about, okay, I'm in here. Like, first of all, I'm in heaven. Let's get that out of the way. Like, I am in heaven. I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. Like, music is playing in my head. I'm like, I'm doing my thing. I'm in your head. Like, but now I'm like, instead of just naturally transitioning into what we're gonna do, I'm thinking about it. Okay, like, I can't be in this one position forever. Like, what do I do next? Like, I have to show a little bit of the repertoire. I have to give us something to look to talk about, to look forward to think about at night, to look forward to come back into in the future. So, but as I'm thinking about what I'm gonna transition into next, my body shuts down mid stroke. I'm like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I go numb. And it's like, no, 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 no. No, 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 not now. No, no, not right now. Don't do this to me right now. Please don't do this to me right now. Not right now. Come on, you got it. Come on, please don't do this. Oh, 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 damn. Oh, damn. I didn't, I didn't slipped out. And it's just like, what? And when it slipped out, I knew at that very moment I was cooked. I knew at that very moment I fucked up. Because I knew the it was ruined. That moment was ruined. Like, cause like, what's going on with you? And I knew because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get back in it. I was I was so down. I was so defeated, mentally defeated at that moment. I just knew I wasn't gonna get back to where I was, because I was too hard on myself, and I was so in my head that it was gonna be no way that I was gonna get back into that moment. And we sat up and we sat there, and once again, such a beautiful soul checking on me, and it's okay. You never want to hear a woman say it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You want to say it's all right, it's okay. Like, no, it's not. It's not. You don't understand. It's not okay. What is happening right now? It's not. This is not. She's hit me with that. It's okay. It's okay. Then she starts to put her clothes back on, and I'm just in disgust. Like, oh my god, she's gonna walk out of here so freaking disappointed. I'm watching the disappointment in the getting dressed. And she's just like, and I'm apologizing. I'm so sorry. And that's a big thing. That's when a man is constantly apologizing, he know he fucked up. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I please, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like, you don't have to apologize. It's okay. We can try again. Da 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 da. And when I heard that, it was kind of like, okay, well, maybe, if you're willing to try again, maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking, even though it looks pretty bad. But I'm like, okay, maybe this was just not the right moment. Maybe this isn't the right setting, the right time. And coming from experience, I've had this moment, and once I've got my other shot, I got it right. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was my predicament. I felt like, okay, I messed this moment up. The next time I got it. Life lesson. Sometimes you only get one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. Um, for those who are wondering, did I ever get that did we ever run it back? Did I ever get that chance again? The answer is no. Um, and that and I and as a and I take full accountability. I take responsibility. I as over the years, my maturation process is immaculate because I could not accept that years ago. And to this day, even though I've accepted that that is my fate, it doesn't mean that it doesn't harm me. It's still it still eats at me. But I have to hold myself accountable because it's my fault that I couldn't propel myself into the upper echelon of greatness. It's my fault. I didn't give her a reason to want to come back. I didn't give her much to think about. I didn't give her anything to brag about. And that's on me. I have to live with that. I do. And trust me, guys, I've thought about how how things could have went differently, what I could have done better, what the next time could have possibly been like. But this is a life lesson to all the men out there. When you come across that one, you got to deliver. Do everything in your power to deliver, because you may not get a second chance. You may not life. Sometimes in life, you don't get a chance to right the wrong. You're not guaranteed a second chance at anything. She doesn't owe me a second chance in anything, right? That's on me. I had a moment, I had an opportunity, and I didn't seize it. I didn't deliver. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And me hanging my head on, okay, because in previous situations I was able to get multiple chances, I automatically applied that to this situation. That's just not how that works. That's not how life works. If you have an opportunity to deliver on something in that moment, you got to deliver, because you may not get another chance to do it. And that's kind of where it is right now. It's like that was my moment. That was my moment, and I did not deliver. And I did not get another chance to right that wrong. And I have to hold myself accountable for being the reason for that. And even though I've apologized so many times, I want to apologize once again. Because I don't because to this person, you did not get the Nook Fears experience. My performance at that period of time was not an indication of me and my capabilities in the bedroom and the experience that I could give you, because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. And I feel like we just didn't know each other physically. Um I feel like there is a level of chemistry there that just needed to be built upon, but like I said, sometimes you don't get time to do that, and you just have to get it right the first time. So fellas, let this be a lesson to you. If you finally get the girl that you want to hook up with, you better deliver, because you're not guaranteed to get a chance to correct the mistakes. And that's kind of where I'm at. I am in a space where I have to live with that. That's my performance. That is that is our history when it comes to that part of intimacy. That is the story. And there that's the chapter. Sometimes you get a chapter without a proper ending. Not all endings are happy. Look at that pun. And when I tell you, that moment still haunts me to this day, because it's like I could go on with the rest of my life and deliver with another person and another person and another person. But because I couldn't deliver in this moment with this person, it, it's going to be one of those. Like I said, I don't have many regrets in life. It's going to have to live as a regret. Not the act, not the person, but the performance. I have to live with that regret, because I did not give her the Nook Fears experience, which is a heck of an experience when I deliver it. But I had performance anxiety. I was in my head. I was nervous. Even Superman has kryptonite. She was my kryptonite. But Superman wasn't completely weak with kryptonite. He was still a man. He just had to find a way to be strong with it. And I have to find a way to be strong mentally that is what's going to live between us when it comes to that. And that sucks. It does. But as a mature man today and not the kid I was a couple years ago, I have to accept it. And you just take it as a lesson. You learn from it, you grow from it, and you just do better each and every time after. Now you can't take these moments for granted. Now you know that when these moments come, you do what you got to do. Um, it's just, God, why did that have to happen to me with this person at that moment? Why? It could have happened to anybody else that I didn't care about. And I think that played a big part of it. It's because I cared deeply for this person. I wanted to deliver a great performance. And like I said, every man has the one person that makes them completely thrown off their game. Like you could be confident around her, but when it comes to her, she does something to you, and it's just not the same. And I felt like that's what it was for me. I met my kryptonite. She gave me an opportunity out of her own curiosity because she was curious, and I think after that performance, she was no longer curious. Um, like there was nothing left. Like it's like you're curious about somebody, and then once you do it, and it doesn't live up to expectation, okay, now I don't have to think about it anymore. I know what it is. And for me, that's not what it is. Like that was a bad day for me. And but that's what it is. That's my performance. I rank wherever I rank, and I'm pretty sure it's at the bottom. Even if it's not at the top, which is what I was shooting for. So I still disappointed. If I didn't disappoint her, I disappointed myself. So there was disappointment no matter what. So what I want to say to the men out there who have performance anxiety in the bedroom, it's okay. It may not feel okay in the moment, but it is okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, when she left, and she don't even know this, when she left and I closed the door, I didn't even go right back to work. I literally dropped to the floor and I contemplated like my entire life, like what just happened. Like I was damn near in the fetal position. Like I was so disgusted with myself. I was like, dude, did you really just lay an egg right here? Did you really just go 0 for 10 in this game? Like I didn't want to go back to work. I couldn't process the fact that cause watching her walk away, when she put her clothes back on, I had to watch that ass walk out the door. I was like, oh my God. Like I just let this woman walk out the door so dissatisfied. And that's what she's gonna think of me. And that's really not me. And I know that. And my past partners know that. But it is what it is. So if you're dealing with performance anxiety in the bedroom, I get it. I understand. All you can do is find a routine that works for you so that you can be ready for the moment when it happens. And sometimes you can't prepare for the moment. Sometimes it's spur of the moment. But if you can, find your aphrodisiacs, meditate, do whatever you need to do to make sure that your mind is clear and your body is functioning. So when that time comes, you can perform the way you're supposed to perform. And like I said, to the young lady that I disappoint, even though she says I didn't disappoint her, to the young lady that I feel like I disappointed, I'm sorry. I really am. I wish I could have done better. I know I could have done better. Um, you made me weak that day, and not in a bad way, in a good way. Well, in a good way. You made me weak because I cared about you. I really liked you. In a bad way because you literally shut my body down. But that's how I know that the pressure was on for me to deliver for you. That's how I know I wanted to give you a good performance because I cared about if you were satisfied or not. And I'm disappointed because I didn't live up to the expectations that I set for myself and that you had coming into it because you was curious for a reason, right? Just like I was curious for a reason. I wanted to know what that was like with you, just like I'm sure you wanted to know what it was like with me. And I couldn't hold up my end of the deal, and I'm sorry. So let this be a lesson to you fellas out there. Do what you gotta do. Deliver. You don't always get a second chance. You don't always get a chance to right the wrongs. You don't always get a chance to run it back. Sometimes you only get one opportunity, and life will teach you that. Life will give you one chance at something. You either seize it or you don't. But fellas, don't take it as a complete loss. Take it as a lesson and do better going forward. That's all I can say because I don't I don't foresee myself getting a chance to right that wrong, and I have to be okay with that. I have to live with that, and I will. Wish I didn't have to, because I wish I got it right the first time, but I will. I hope me sharing another personal experience with you guys allows you to feel more comfortable in your own personal lives. I'm here to give advice if you seek help. Um, and yeah, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be vulnerable, open up, give you guys another story. And yeah, man, thank you for joining me on episode 24, the Kobe episode. Shoot your shot no matter what. Even if you miss, just keep shooting, fellas. Join me next time for episode 25, half of 50, baby. Let's go. And this is me signing off. Don't start your shit. Won't be no shit. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Be easy until next time. Demon out.